It's nothing but you. It's all about you.
Hello everybody, welcome to This Is It. My name is Wendy Linda and I am your host. If you're looking to talk about everything under the sun while keeping it informative, This Is It is your podcast of choice. Today's guest hails all the way from the north of Durban. He's a DJ and he pretends to be other people for a living. As you guys know, I don't fly solo on this podcast. I'm always with my best friend, Tibi Tibang. What is up?
What's up, Wendy? How you doing?
I'm good, and you? Wait, did I do it again?
You did it again. You did it again. You did it again with the intros. You did it again with the intros. Look, shout out. I love the way that you do
Thank
intros.
you so
I love
much.
that so
Thank
much.
you so much to me.
Yo, hi everybody. This is the boy T Black TV Tebang, as Wendy puts it. Listen, this is it. Remember that you can follow us on Instagram. This is it. That's the page. We are now also on TikTok. Make sure that you go and download the FS Online Network Stream app. You can get it on Google Play. And that, what's that iPhone
The
thing?
App Store?
The App Store that you guys use on iPhone.
Yeah.
But anyway, you know how we do it. Every time that we have a guest, Wendy's already told you a little bit about him, but I never say nothing about the guest. I always say who, what, where. Sir.
Yes, sir.
Who are you? Where are you? What are you? Why are you?
What are you? Tulani way.
What are you?
What are you?
Yeah.
Hey, yeah. Wendy put it best, man. I pretend to be other people for a living. I love to think I'm an actor, thespian.
Yeah.
Recently DJ, musician.
Yeah.
I'm a father. I'm a partner, and very boring.
Yeah.
Why Ushoganjalo? Why would you very boring? Are you? Is it because I'll pull me? You are a homebody. Or
Firstly, I'm gonna chuluga a lot. Man. I'm feeling under the weather.
So
If you see me and they bring me something, don't chuga. I say I'm boring because I don't know. People expect you to be maybe a character, or a persona that they've seen. So if you are an introvert or if you not as hyper as they've seen you on TV, then
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Oh, but tell me, Kay, did you always want to act? Was it like something from Fantuka? You knew that I always wanted to be behind, like in front of the screens and whatever.
yes, but not acting. I stumbled into acting and I fell in love with acting. My passion was presenting. You know, I've always been fascinated with speaking. You know, I learned from a very young age that there's a distinction between a speaker and a talkative. You look at people like Larry King, the Oprahs of this world. They've made a career, they've made a legacy through speaking. Yeah, and I really wanted just to do presenting. So the acting came when one of the seasons that I was doing for a show was a lifestyle music show that I was doing. We took a break from season 1 to season 2. Then I was like, maybe to improve on my
Your craft.
my craft,
Yeah.
to hone my voice, my body, because I think actors have great improv skills and all these things.
Yeah.
They understand tonality, and so like, let me delve into acting to actually boost the
This-
presenting.
Yeah.
Yes.
Only to find out that I fell helplessly in love, and the rest is history.
Oh wow, that's an amazing story.
But who is Kai? Where does Kai come from? Give us way back.
I want to take it back.
Way back.
Oh man, it's complex, man. Like my childhood wasn't really straightforward. I was born in the North Coast in a town called Otongati.
The Tongate, yeah.
It's not too far from the airport now. Grew up in the North Coast, raised by mom, raised by my amazing stepfather. And it's always crazy because people don't know that he's like my stepdad. Like,
You guys are that close. It
Yo.
seems like he's actually your dad.
and I
Oh,
forget.
that's
It's like, you know,
amazing.
but
Yeah.
That's so
I want to
nice.
highlight this because I can say I was one of the blessed ones. Not a lot of people speak well of their step parent.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Ah, man, he's my everything, that guy.
Wow.
He's amazing. He's
Wow.
amazing. So I was one of the lucky ones. I was really blessed. Yeah.
Yes, Nami, I'm also, I can say my stepmom is an amazing human being. Like, I
Really?
absolutely
She actually is. I met her
love
the
my
other day.
stepmom.
Wow. No, she really is.
Like, I absolutely love her. I think she's so amazing. Okay, so you're cool as you and your mom, a step. Do you have siblings?
It's tricky, that one. So it's always been myself and my little sister. She's 5 years younger than me.
Okay.
On my biological father's side, I've heard rumors, but I'm not sure. Last I checked, the count was on 18 or 20 something. But
It can't be.
I don't know. It's in the teens though.
Yeah?
It's in the teens. It's in the teens or the 20s. So
But do you know everyone? Do you know all of them?
And do you know what number you are of all of them?
Number 8.
I know what number I am. It's weird because I had a cousin who called me last year. And I was like, hey, Kay, stolen the no good. Hey, ngibona ingane efana nawe laphana. Mayithi ngiyayibuza lengane
Indaba zayo.
iyahlangana ngafonela ubaba omdala ngathi hayi we found another one.
Aibo. But do you personally know your father? Are you in contact with him?
We cordial. We cordial. We cool. We cool. I think one of the greatest things with raising umntana or raising a child is that you form a bond. And if that bond is not there, it's tricky. It's tricky. So I think it's just a bond thing because we chill, man, but we don't have much to say to each other. But we chilled. We chilled. There's no malice. He has no malice against me.
Yeah.
I have no malice against him.
Okay. No, that's dope. So, okay, I want to get a little bit more into your career. You said now you fell hopelessly in love with acting. What was your first gig that you got?
Acting.
Your first, like now you're on TV now.
Mama made it.
Mama made it.
So the first gig I got purely by grace, man, was Uzalo.
That was your first gig?
Yeah.
No ways.
But isn't Uzalo is the one that...
Yep.
But this is his first gig.
That bega.
Oh, what can Uzalo?
That's my first gig. So before that, I'd never gotten anything. Not even ukudlula. Abantu abadlulayo. Like, I've never.
But
gotten
how much do those people get paid?
Guys, man.
No.
Somebody 5 clip, ne?
I think less, but okay. I think it's an hourly rate though.
I'm on a 250 and I'll fade.
It's a daily, but also remember that some of them are exploited because what happens is that I will act as an agent.
Yeah.
Then they say we need extra, I'll go to this description, none.
Yeah.
Then I'll get those 15, 20 people.
Yeah.
And if they're being paid 500, I'm already taking 200 to 150.
Yeah.
As the agent before even if figured one.
No, but the Uzalo gig, I think you did absolutely amazing on that one. Who are you playing? Pastor Ayanda.
Yes.
Pastor Ayanda.
I played the pastor.
Yeah. And I think you are a bit of a church boy, aren't you?
Yeah.
Are you or not?
What is it?
No,
Is it a yes or is it a no?
I don't know about church boy. It sounds so...
Are you churchy?
It sounds so Vatican City. It sounds Pope. Church boy.
You know why I said it like that? Our previous guest introduced herself. I'm a church girl. So I thought,
I love God.
Yes.
I cherish my relationship with God. Yeah. For me, it's more of the alignment of the heart rather than a physical building.
Oh, okay. So basically you are spiritual more than religious.
Yes.
That's what you're saying.
Yes.
And that's absolutely amazing.
But
I share the same beliefs.
What happens with Amasiko? Are you still a person that does the African culture, that practices it? We are part, so
angikhulanga ngiphahla. Angikhulanga senza lezo zinto ekhaya. And not to say that they're wrong.
Definitely.
I think I'm at a beautiful point in my life, in my journey, my spirituality, where I question everything. Before we were told of this and that, we were given the Bible, but there's this gent always says Christianity is not an identity. We lived, we existed before missionaries came, before the white man came. There was a way of living as Africans. There's something that Christ says that is so amazing. He says, you honor the rituals of your forefathers more than you honor those of God. So he didn't say abolish them or lose them, but he said you place those higher in terms of priority and rank more than the ones of God. So even things like Caesar, give what is Caesar to Caesar. So he didn't come to abolish things or a way of being. We were Africans and we lived. My question and what I'd love to find out and learn is how did we exist and how do we do things? How did we communicate?
Like before.
Because now there's an identity thing. Like, you're Christian first. No. I'm black first. I'm African before. Then I inherited Christianity. But what does that mean? So that's what I'm navigating.
Wow. Okay.
That's something,
powerful.
I
That's
mean,
deep.
and I think that's something that most people we should actually be on that, trying to re-find what is it that we as African people did to connect with the Creator, like with the Almighty, before we were introduced to this form.
I get that,
of
but
connecting
Debang,
with
remember, we are not always
Sorry.
all on the same page. I think for me, I am past that point. I'm past the point of trying to find out who we were, what we did. Now, personally, I'm a girl. I can put on my mpepo, I can speak to my ancestors because I've seen the changes and, you know, the benefits of it. So I think I'm past the research point. It's just like people who are still debating if there's a God or a Jesus or if it's a lie or it's a what. Ne? I'm past that point of trying to figure out if he exists because when I pray, my prayers are answered. So for me, I'm past the research point. You know?
But it's not that we are doubting. I'm not saying that we are doubting in existence. I'm saying that there's certain things and there's certain agendas. Like, we need to get into... To understand who I am, I need to know where I come from, who I was. My name, my lineage, my DNA, my chromosomes, those things are important.
Yeah.
So if I say I'm going to abolish that, then I'm losing my identity.
Yeah.
There's things like slaves obey your master. God, what? Like,
in the book.
In the book, like,
Yeah.
for me personally, as a Christian, I struggle to say, God, which one is this one? Me as a speaker, I struggle.
Yeah.
If you get slapped on this cheek, turn the other cheek.
Turn the other cheek.
You know, there's this gospel of
But you know where I think that
poverty,
comes
where
from.
there was ministered. So understanding that the rights and the copyrights to the Bible are owned by a certain family.
Yes.
There was an agenda.
Who are they? Okay, the King James version.
There was the Roman Empire, and the Roman Empire had an agenda to conquer the whole world. So is everything that is in the Bible words from God? Did people
No.
did people want
You're
to
right.
use religion to
You are right.
like King
to
Leopold,
navigate.
King
You're
Leopold
right.
II, have you seen
Yeah.
his letter?
Yes.
King Leopold II.
Yes.
He speaks about we must break the African, we must break the black man
Yes.
through
Yeah.
religion, and this is how because the sense of spirituality is so strong.
Yeah.
For me, it's those questions that I want to ask.
I have asked myself the same question and I have concluded the answer. You see where you said in the Bible it says you must obey your master.
Yes, slaves obey
I
your
have
master.
concluded that because I know that the King James version of the Bible is actually owned by the Queen and those people there by Buckingham Palace. I think it was changed or added to the Bible during that time, slavery. So when they came to the black people and they gave them this book, it says you must obey your master. So I think they manipulated like the world and they just had a social change and social control of people through the Bible. So definitely there are parts of the Bible that I believe in that are true, but I also believe that there are parts of the Bible that were added as a form of control. Because remember, in the past, Christianity was used as such a huge weapon. Remember, on Sundays, nobody went anywhere. You're going to the church because there's a bigger picture, bigger mandate that we need to get these people to think in a certain way so that we can have this amount of power. So I also believe that in the Bible there are many metaphors. Correct. So you need to, the bush didn't really burn.
But
there's no bush that burned. It's a metaphor.
I don't know about
the ocean didn't really split. Let me tell you
Right.
something about the ocean. And this is one of the ways in which I pray, actually, right? Akiri, it was, what's his name?
Moses.
Elijah and Elisha were at some river, right? And the water split, right?
Isn't it Moses the one who used his staff? To
No, Elisha and Elijah also were at a river and it split,
okay,
right?
okay.
So Elisha used his cloak, like this thing that he was wearing here,
Yes.
sipika.
Yes.
And then he split open the ocean so that they can pass through.
Yes.
So in my prayer, I say, Lord, help me use my words, just as you allowed Elisha and Elijah to use their cloak to split the river open. May my words split open the curses and the
But
chains
isn't it-
that were meant to bind me. So that is a metaphor, sir. You need to
But isn't
be
it,
able to use it
isn't
for yourself.
Isn't it the Bible? They try to describe Jesus or God in only that form. There is no humanity attached to it. He's just divine, miraculous.
He is divine. Have you ever had an encounter?
I've had a few encounters, but like I'm not going to dwell on my encounters and the past. I've had some amazing encounters, but like I said, I'm on a journey of discovering and understanding, redefining what those things mean. Like, who were the Egyptians? Now I must believe that the Egyptians. No. Do you understand what I'm saying? Now I must believe that. Isaiah speaks about how the children of Israel will be taken abroad, overseas, on boats and on ships, and be made slaves and suppressed. When I look at history, there's no other culture or race that happened to except for the black people.
So how do you?
So who are these promises pertaining to, and then who's this word about? So that's my thing. Like I ask those questions because now it's like, come and be Christian, come and be safe, but throw away your logic.
Yeah.
Come and be Christian, offer all your money.
Yeah.
Come and be Christian, but don't reason.
Yeah.
So you go to school to reason and to do critical thinking.
Yeah.
Then now come and be Christian, but don't question anything.
Don't question
Just
anything.
do.
Yeah.
But how do you navigate this? I mean, now that you're a dad and you have kids, and obviously this is going to be something that they move along in the path. Like, how do you navigate this type of? You were taught this certain way. Then you grew up and you now have your own mind and you've done your own research. How are you moving through it, like for your children and whatever?
That's tricky. The foundation is believing in God and fearing God. I believe in that. So for me, I want to instill the foundation. They can ask the questions later, but I'm not going to shut them out from asking why. Like it was done to us. But I believe that that is the foundation. So they go to Sunday school, they do, they learn. They go to Sunday school.
Really?
I'm not going to take that away from them, no.
Now my son, I don't take him to Sunday school because I feel like I don't want him to be indoctrinated. I want him ask me the questions. I've never told my son about Jesus Christ or made him watch Bible stories. That was my intention, right? But now at school they pray, and one day he came home and he asked me, who's Jesus? And then I explained. And then one day he came back to me and he says, where's church? I'm really not a church goer. I don't go sit in church, but I do pray, read the word, and I'm very spiritual. But he comes and asks me, oh, where's church? Why are you asking me where's church? No, teacher asked us what we did over the weekend, and all my friends said they went to church. So as he asks, I'll reveal. But I don't want my son to be indoctrinated. And I think he's growing up very well and very smart, and he has so much confidence because he's not indoctrinated.
I did a self-elimination process for church.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
Like,
what, you don't go to church?
It's becoming a spiritual podcast now.
It was just, I had when they give out that thing, that they eat.
What?
Kind of, what do they call that thing?
Communion.
Yeah, selalo.
So at the church that we were at, I think kids weren't allowed to eat that thing. So they were singing this one song which says "Motuman lemang anyoriweng ate," which essentially means if you believe that you're a sinner, come and have this food, So I stood up.
As a kid.
And then this thing came, but I didn't get it. Apparently, they weren't supposed to get it. But now, because I had stood up, this old gentleman that was in front of me didn't get.
Yeah.
And he was fuming. So I laughed. And then, the pastor, I think I laughed at the wrong time.
Yeah.
Esses.
Yeah.
Did the pastor not ask me, what am I laughing about?
Wow, Tibang. Always a problem, even in church, Chomi.
But anyway, let's go back and take it back into the interview. So where did you go to high school? Did you also go to high school in Durban, or did you move out of the province?
I went to high school in Durban. All my schooling was done in Durban. So I went to 5 different primary schools and 4 different high schools.
Why?
We moved around a lot. We
were
nomads.
Is your mom a cop, a soldier, what?
No, not even. My mom was just a hustler. She was an entrepreneur.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We moved around a lot.
Yeah.
So there is no school that can say
no.
No school can claim you.
Case from us.
No.
What? Nah, man. That's not dope. But you should have a high school that claims you.
Nah. But it's beautiful because you learn that when we navigate life, we're borrowing vessels and we're borrowing jars, and then we fill these vessels with our encounters and our experiences. So because I've had vast experiences, my way of thinking and my way of doing things has broadened.
Oh, okay. No, I
But
understand.
to date, what would you say has been your worst experience?
In high school,
Like, what would be, this was the most embarrassing thing that happened to me in high school?
I don't think he had embarrassing things.
Yeah.
Kay is handsome. Handsome guys don't have embarrassing things happen at
Nah,
school.
but you can't be handsome when
Nah,
you're
we
black,
got
hey?
Oh, you went to a white school.
Yours gonna be that kid with the big nose.
Nah,
Yours gonna be
dude.
the kid with the big lips. Yours gonna be called
Kay,
Jay-Z in
Kay.
class.
Did you go to a
No
school where
ways.
there were a few black people?
Yeah, so I was the kid
But-
with the big nose, the big ears.
I refuse to believe that you had any problems in school. Guys, do you know
I did.
now they call it pretty privilege and whatever?
No.
You didn't
And then
have a
in high
problem, I'm
school,
telling you.
I went. You must try go to all boys. Went to all boys in high school. One of the high schools. Hey.
Really?
Boys was treat about fun.
But I'm sure you were a hit at the all girls school, right?
Yeah, but I was always that shy guy. Hey, he's so quiet. He's so shy. Please come with your friend on
Is it?
Friday. Yeah, he's so shy.
Yeah.
I was like,
Oh, so you've always been like that? Because even now, you're not very,
yeah.
talkative
But
or
umthola
loud.
kanjani? Umthola kanjani umuntu wakho, if you are?
And Judy, and,
And,
she's
I
hot.
mean,
What did you say to
umthola
Judy?
kanjani?
How did you get her? Like, Judy
These-
has been a flame like
quiet
since.
homies. These quiet homies.
They have game. Show me, they have game.
Ngathi nje thina amaZulu sinayo lento bafowethu. Hayi sinayo lento.
Tell us how you met Judy. I'm interested. I've been following you guys for like ever and ever.
It's
And
crazy.
Judy has always been a flame, like flame.
It's crazy because I was shooting The Queen, yeah?
Yeah.
And Multi-Choice, DSTV was one of the sponsors for it. And you to in pop bottles.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, and I'd never been. So my commissioning editor and the guys from Multi-Choice be like, no, we're sponsoring this thing. We're coming to you. And I was like, no. Until like one time I'm like, ish, yeah, I might get fired. Let me just vie with the bruise. Ne?
Yeah.
Yes.
So I went and it was my first and last pop bottles.
Yeah.
And I met her there. So she just comes and says, hi, I like your height.
Can I tell you something?
She likes your height.
Can I
And
tell
then
you
I'm just
something
like,
about?
hi, Usbi. And she's like, I know.
Yeah.
And like your name. And then she told me some. Ikama like Lele Zulu.
Eh.
What's Usbas?
And she's a light-skinned, pretty girl. Wait, because I say bahle
Bam.
jwang. I thought you were a Caitlyn. And I got a naidunyana, so.
My phone was flat. Her phone was flat. My friends didn't want me to borrow any of their
Any
phones.
of their phones for the numbers.
And vice versa with her because like I guess our people weren't condoning my hookups must end that win.
Yeah.
And I'm stalker for 2 weeks. Alaza Insta. Smash. Shooty.
Hey.
Funana na.
I'm told I'm with it. DM. Sondela.
You see, guys, answer your DMs, please.
Yeah, please.
Let me
You'll
tell
find
you
out
something.
in your life because
Yeah.
the DM. Like, Mama, I'm gonna show bamboo ice cream. Keep ice cream.
Listen, about
is-
the pop
is-
bottle story. Debang actually also met his girlfriend at pop bottles, hey?
Who?
Kadmanga Gand.
Who? Who did I meet at Bob Bottles?
You said you met her at pop
How
bottles
many?
when you were wearing the white outfit?
No,
Chicha.
Paula.
Chicha.
Paula.
Chicha.
Paula.
It was Paula. I'm sorry, guys. Sorry, at Paula.
How
You're
many?
that girl.
No,
I really thought. I'm
that's-
sorry, Chomi.
That's why I was saying, where Pop Bottles?
I get you.
Go, pecan.
But like I say, wait. I'm
Huh?
sorry.
Let's
I'm sorry,
see
my
it.
friend. I thought it was pop bottles. It
Let's
was
see it.
Paula, ne?
Yes, it was Paula.
Sorry, Chomi, to her.
And that's wild, like finding your partner groove. I would never have imagined. I thought I'd find my partner at some artsy cafe, a library nyana, groove.
I mean, wang bamba. I think mangin payang.
Eh.
What to you, Nalo?
That's figgy.
Is that the EFT that did it?
Figgy la.
Oh, I'm just checking. You said TD.
Agome.
You did the sound effect.
Yeah.
Oh, DM. Okay.
DM.
So now after the DM, she answers the DM and then what?
Yeah. Then I said I want to take her out for some ice cream. Yeah. The rest is history.
The rest is history. And you guys have been together for how long?
Since 2016.
2016. But you guys
Feb.
broke up, right? Once upon a time.
I was very brief, that thing, guys. That also comes with maturity. It was very
Really?
brief, that thing. It comes with maturity, man. It's understanding certain things. We've attended therapy. as individuals to work on ourselves.
Okay.
And understanding that when the going gets tough, you can't just say fork. I went to be equal span relationship. You know, it's that. There's no fork. You have not even said for West and for West.
Yeah.
I hate that thing for
better and for
West.
West.
No, for West and for West.
No, sorry. In my vows, I'm going to say for richer and for richer, for better and for better.
For West and for West.
No, not for worst. Why?
Because
it's like you manifesting the worst.
No. I think we have a temperance problem. When things go bad, we want to pack our bags and via.
Yeah.
And also there's an ego thing. Namachi to ta fuseke fork. I fork. I'm in dab. I can, you know. I say Benz don't I span lent again bafowethu. Buzanik mean.
Ne? No, but Kay,
You can't
listen.
have an ego.
There are relationships where you are resilient and it happens again and again and again. And now you have to leave. You have to say peace. Even though you've established, like, listen, this person and I, we have a good, like, our life, our relationship.
Do you want to work it out? Do you love each other?
Mamela, but if I keep forgiving and it happens and I forgive
But
and
then
you don't change and I
Yeah,
forgive.
you must make
Ngesinye isikhathi, you can love a person from a distance because you are realizing that when this person is close to me, my peace is the one that gets affected.
But Kay says, don't leave, be resilient.
That's
stay.
not what I said. That's not what I said. I said,
No.
do you love each other? I think the biggest thing in relationships is compromise. You can't keep doing something
Over and
over and
Yo,
over.
dude.
Especially umuntu mangayithandi and you keep on doing the same thing.
Yo.
Then awumthandi lo muntu.
Sometimes.
Yabo. So it's that compromise. Like I said, we've gone through so much, man. And the therapy really helped. Just understanding ourselves as individuals, the way we communicate to each other in a relationship. You know, yeah.
Yo, I went to therapy once and it didn't work. Guys, you see, when you go to therapy and you get there and you literally argue, you want the therapist to be on your side, or no one's the therapist to be on their side. I would stay after therapy and then I'd convince her for all right. Like, it was terrible. It was
You know what the
terrible.
problem is with women?
It was
You know what the
terrible,
problem
like-
is? Who was wrong in acrimony?
Who was wrong? The guy was wrong.
Shut up.
Who was
The
wrong?
guy was
Shut up.
wrong. He was wrong.
Don't you ever say that again.
Hey, that guy was wrong.
Don't you ever
You
say
know
that
what
again.
this
It's a
guy?
woman thing.
No,
Don't worry.
he was
Don't
wrong.
fight it.
He should have, after Apopa, not go with that curly.
Guys.
Come back home.
Guys,
I struggled
guys,
with you.
hold on,
I
hold
did
on,
everything
hold on.
with you. I sold my mother's house. Yes, you
Hold
bought
on,
it back,
hold
but
on,
come
hold on,
back.
Hold on, guys. If any of you have watched the movie that we're talking about now, Acrimony, please write us on the comments. Who was wrong?
The guy.
Was it the girl or the guy?
The guy was wrong. And the new girl was selfish.
Him on, I can't.
Women's reasoning. Don't
Yeah,
worry.
no,
You'll
the
never
new girl
win.
was selfish.
You'll never win this one. That's how women reason. You see, when after having those chats with like over a dozen females, I realized that we'll never win. Their way of reasoning.
And all the women are saying
that
the
now
guy
you
is
must
wrong.
come when you are right. You must come back.
Yes.
But
But I stayed with you for 10 years. You were struggling with that battery of yours.
And then
And now you're
when your
Boba.
family convinced you that this thing was useless,
Hey.
you tossed me out like trash. When
So-
I re-begged you.
And begged you.
But do you
You
understand
found
that-
someone better.
Please,
Guys,
and
I
then
stayed for 10 years.
Look at me again.
So what-
I still come and give you money to say, listen, I know I messed up for your mom. Your mom's house, we lost it. Here's your mama house.
Times 10 of everything that you've lost.
Come on.
No, come back.
Come on.
Times 10.
Come
No.
back. Now
No,
that you
don't
find,
want me.
No,
You can't possess
Let
me.
me tell you what the thing is.
No.
I experienced you when things were not good. So at least give me that chance to experience you when
no,
But
things
you're someone
are
who's better now. You with someone who's better.
No,
Guys, this is the problem.
that lady didn't move.
This
Oh,
is the problem
guy.
in relationships.
Hey.
Ne? I will have a vision for my life. I will have a dream.
Yes.
I will meet my lady and I say, me for the woman that I love. I want to do A, B, C, D for you. You stood by my side. I want to buy you that penthouse. I want to buy you that yacht. I want to do this for you. I want to invest this for you. The problem is I came to someone who has no vision for themselves. These are my dreams, my hope, my aspiration. Now you're feeling entitled to things that I had set as a young man.
Hold up.
Things that I had set in my mind as a young man. You feel entitled to like, I deserve, what were your dreams and your aspirations when before I came along?
Are we still talking about acrimony?
Yes.
Listen.
Yes, the guy had the value.
My man,
He had
those
the
were
IP.
not his ideas. It was the
battery.
My man, no. Listen to what I'm saying. I get you saying that you have a vision for my man. No, you have a vision for the penthouse and this kind of like. It came from that girl. That girl told.
No way.
That's what he wanted to do. That was his.
That girl in the end, she said, "How could you go and live our dreams?"
Because you had no dream of your own. When I shared my dream with you, you didn't bring your dream to the table.
His dream was only
I
the
shared my
battery.
dream. No, it was the yacht, it was the car, it was the penthouse. He shared his dream. She brought nothing. She didn't bring her dream to the table.
She.
These are the things that the guy wanted
Then I have
to
to
do.
go rewatch, but I don't believe that. I think that they both had this dream. We're gonna live like this.
Cases.
They were planning together, and then how fair? You go live it with someone else.
But it was my dream to start with.
I can't change my dream because you
have
walked
left
out of it
for someone better.
I can't.
Hectic.
I can't.
Hectic.
I
Men
can't
are
change my
weird.
dream.
Men are weird. Luna, men are strange. I think you know what. Ne re tlo le sendela order. Please go to Mars because we are done with you guys.
Guys,
we are over men,
guys,
and I think girlies will be so much better if they leave.
You know,
so let's mining. When are you leaving, guys? When?
Hey, man. Le
you guys are here because of us.
Whose rib was used here? Whose rib was used here to formulate this thing?
I get it, but who reproduces?
Whose rib was used?
Reproduces?
Sorry?
What chromosome do you have?
Okay, take your rib out and live with it, please.
Wait. What chromosome do you possess?
Y.
And I am?
X.
Do you know that it's the X personality that gives personality? I mean, the X chromosome that gives personality.
Okay.
So anything to do with personality, attributes,
yes.
that's the X chromosome, not the Y chromosome. The Y chromosome is a carrier. It's just a generic chromosome.
Okay, and
so
then
even if you do something like
why are you looking at me like
and
that?
you say Ufana no mawake, but umawake got that from an X chromosome. Ufana, you can always trace back to an X chromosome because X upuga at different points.
Oh, listen, I can't argue because I don't know what the Y chromosome possesses. If I knew, then I would be able to.
But it's
argue.
a carrier, like you're saying, it's a carrier.
But
it's an egg. I'm not saying it's insignificant, but I'm just something that I learned.
But what Debang said is whose rib was used. So I'm saying, okay, guys, Adam's rib was. Take your ribs and marry them.
No.
Take your ribs out now and create women. We reproduce.
We need each other, guys.
Heavily.
We really do.
Heavily.
We need each other.
It's just we need to find a way to reconnect with each other properly.
Yeah.
I think a lot of what has happened over the years and TV and whatever has diluted
indoctrination, generational
the true
curses.
Essence. You know, back in the days, picnic. What is this crest? Eat some more.
Crest.
You know,
you sound like one of those gents, baby. Valeling anoma back room la band. Creams.
Yeah.
Crest 2 liter.
Yogurt.
Back room yana yogurt.
Terrace biscuit.
Imagine.
But look, let me tell you. Back in those times, there was no telephones. So the moment you guys are going to meet, is you have to utilize. So it means you have to pour out every single facet of your love into this girl because you might see her again next week.
Okay, but in these days, Debang, the crest mentality is not going to work because you're not buying me crest.
Why?
Unfortunately.
Why?
No.
What do you want?
No. Spoil, man, you know.
Mamel.
No, it's not even about champagne. It's very nice. Like,
maybe it's the thought that counts. My first date, I went to buy ice cream in garage. Paddle Pop Tornado.
Shout out to
7
you,
years
Jody.
later.
Judy, shout out to you because I'm not going for ice cream.
Yeah, ice
at least,
cream,
you know what? Spoiler man, at least go for a massage, something nice.
Why
let me go for a massage.
The small
Listen,
things.
I can take the small things. Ne? Once we now in a relationship, the small things, like maybe you come from work, untlezi chocolate. Okay, that's cute.
But I think
but
the
you're
small
not gonna,
things-
you're not gonna
Chocolate.
court me. You're not gonna court me and buy me chocolate.
I think
Why not?
Wendy,
Nah.
Wendy, I want to say something.
Pick me up in like
I think-
a Bentley.
okay.
Sesifikile la
Yeah,
sifuna
you know,
ukuya
It's
and
we're
I
in that
mean,
generation.
first date, let's go to LV.
Aibo.
Get yourself an Alma BB.
khona. Aibo Diamond Walk.
Yeah, like
A Diamond Walk.
guys,
Yenza.
please,
Siyadayisa.
I'm looking for that kind of guy.
Siyadayisa.
Thengisa
Guys,
ngamalini.
I'm really looking for that kind
No,
of guy.
but
Please.
I'm saying to you, the word provide, which is what most men are, is not a monetary word.
What is
You
it?
know,
What is it, Daddy?
yes, it is part and parcel to provide and give money, but provision is
Safety,
is
security.
infrastructure.
Yes.
It's reassurance.
You understand? Those are things that I provide. Then I come with the idea that navigates our life.
Okay. And
And
then
this is why guys were called ahead. Because I'm gonna come and say, you know what? We're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to achieve 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you are going to sit on this and keep me to my word. And then we would rise together. So providing, and it's something that I wish girls would come to and see, that it's not really, yes, it's great. But it's not really about the finances.
It is.
It's honestly about, does this person hear you, value you?
Yes.
When you
Those are very important.
when you communicate, does
Yeah.
he comprehend what you are saying? You see, there's talking to someone, then they are watching you and you're talking, but they don't comprehend what you're saying. So they can't act properly in order to either change or rectify or whatever.
My
So-
baby daddy.
So those
Oh,
things.
don't do that. Don't do that. We don't
My
condone
baby
that.
daddy was like that. I'm just saying. Yo, guys,
Siyakuza.
Lady Bird, are you gonna let them attack me like this?
Don't do that.
Siyakuza.
No
Siyakuza.
ways.
Siyakuza.
Okay, you may continue. I understand that is probably the foundation of security. Ne?
Yes.
But having money is also a big part of security, because I want to, let's have a home. I don't want to, at the end of the day now, at the end of the month, we're scared, we can't pay. No, man, I don't want to live like that. So if
So
you
then-
want to be this
then
provider,
build it for yourself then.
I have built it for myself.
Okay, then perfect.
But now,
Goopy. You build it for yourself, guy. A guy into touring, would you build it for yourself?
Tibang, do you think I don't have a home?
No.
Do you think I don't have
Wendy? I don't see you every weekend. Utsamaya uya Louis Vuitton, uloyitekela Louis Vuitton bag ya 50,000.
But I mean,
So
I have
you
a
build
Gucci
what?
here. I have.
You build
That's
what?
not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the home.
I don't see you with the
home,
Bentley coming here to come and get yourself
But I
picked
have
up with the
a
Bentley.
proper car. I'm just saying you must level up. I mean, I'm never gonna date a guy that is on my level. Level up at least, Yana.
Because women can't do that. You would never date a guy that works at McDonald's.
Never ever in my
Women
life.
can't do that.
I wouldn't.
You guys can't do
I
that.
wouldn't.
We can go to Checkers and get the
My,
lifestyle there.
Let me ask you,
That
why?
is the difference.
And-
why are you guys
invest.
getting so offended?
No, we're
What
not.
is wrong with me?
We're not getting
wanting a wealthy
Nothing.
partner.
No,
What's
there's
wrong with
nothing.
that?
Absolutely nothing.
Nothing
But
is wrong
understand
with
that
that.
we also have preferences.
Nothing is
And
wrong
I feel
with
like
that.
women have taken away that thing from us, that we have preferences. Just because you are LVing and what, you're not my type.
Hey,
That's my preference. I don't want a baddie. I don't want that. That's my
LV is
preference.
not for baddies. I'm
No,
not
I'm just
a baddie.
saying. I'm just
not
saying.
a baddie.
No, it's an example.
Example. Don't
Example.
be defensive.
Lady Bird, they're
It's never
attacking me. Help
defensive.
me.
No. This is to say, look,
But it's a preference. I'm
Okay.
nothing bad.
I'm all for
Yeah.
let people get bags and money.
Yeah.
Like that's great. That's
Yeah.
wonderful. Like
Yeah.
I don't want any girl to be with a guy that can't afford her in terms of whatever it is that she wants, that she needs, and whatever. I pray that every guy can afford their dream girl.
Yes.
Or whichever girl that they
Okay.
want. But the truth really is that the money doesn't really count. What's on No, let me tell you something. These guys, you know what they do? He dies with the will. His will, he leaves all his money to his brother. You have married this guy for his money. All of that money, he now leaves to his brother in the will.
That's not going to happen to me.
Right, Pon? Do you see her now?
That won't happen to
do you
me.
see now?
Unfortunately, Lena, why was she a bimbo? Why didn't she ask?
No. Don't be after my man.
Why are you asking that?
Listen,
Just wanna ngulala, man.
Mamela,
Madoda.
Tebang, I think you guys are getting me wrong. I'm not saying that I would marry for money, right? I am a lover. You know me, Chomi. Like, I'm a lover.
Would you date a guy from Cave, Hispanic Cave?
Who loves you? Who
loves you?
This guy loves you, but he works at KFC. He loves you.
No.
He ticks all your love boxes.
And he's got an IP and this amazing concept of a bed.
Never. Go do your battery and come back.
Manje.
Guys, I want to explain to you. I'm not saying that I'm getting married for money, but I would like somebody who gives me the security that you were talking about, the reassurance, the love, the whatever, the foundation.
Yes.
But I would love us to be comfortable, you know? That's I want to experience the world with my person. Can you imagine being so in love with this person? You have kids and whatever, and you are able to go on a family holiday. You're going to Capri, Italy. Can you imagine?
That's so wonderful.
Dude, like
Sounds
that's
so
what I
sweet.
want.
Sounds so
That's
sweet.
what I want, man.
And look, you're definitely gonna get that.
You know?
Like attraction, the law of attraction.
I want
you gotta
that,
call it in
man.
for you.
I want a good love that has money, because it's gonna be a beautiful experience. On Valentine's Day, maybe I'm getting a G-Wagon. Can you imagine? Please,
But
if
now,
somebody
I
out
think-
there wants a girlfriend
I
like
think we
me.
haven't asked the most critical question today. What are you doing in Bloem? Why did you come to Bloemfontein?
So I was invited by my boys. I'm booked to play it, at some venues here.
Yeah.
Tonight. And Kamza Heavy Point is my boy. Kenny McVital is my bro. They wanted to give back and do some school visits. So they were giving about my sanitary pads for the ladies.
Oh wow! Shout out to you.
Ikathulo.
Wow.
But please come through Luspelezele. And it was just really beautiful witnessing that these brews were in this education system, they were in the school, and now they're coming back and saying that we are a product of this place, and we've made something of our lives. You can also make something of your life, and anything you put your mind to is possible.
That's
So
really
that was the
dope.
whole
Shout
initiative
out,
of my
shout
school
out.
tours.
But Kay, if you had to choose one, the acting or the DJing, which one would be the one that you would do? Everything is right. If you act, you are Denzel Washington big. If you DJ, you are what? Is it David Guetta big? Which one would you go for?
Do you know the parable of the seeds?
I don't know it.
Okay, let's leave it. The conversation's gonna sway back there.
Yeah.
Music is life, man. At every memory, every point in your life, there is a song that you can connect with that. Music has this emotive power that
does.
transcends every single barrier.
Yes.
Be it religious, be it color, it transcends and it speaks to the soul. It's part of life. It's part of our DNA. There's no way we can live without music. You know, so it'd be unfair to say we take that away. It's like taking away a joy of life. That thing is spiritual and was given to us by God.
Yeah.
Acting is also serves its purpose. And I think for the longest time, maybe if ever my actor, bonagala as entertainers or people who just read scripts on thingy, they provide a form of escapism.
That's
where
true.
you get to live vicariously. You get to live your
That's
life
true.
through someone else's life.
Yeah.
Right. So whether it's
Okay.
whether
Wow.
it's
Someone needs to
fantasy,
get fired.
sci-fi, tontoni, but that's what it offers us, and I would never take away any of them. They're both part of my being and who I am. It's like if you remove that, I'll never be the same person.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
It's like you working an office job and be successful, have all the money.
Nyanizwa baba, nyakuzwa baba, I hear you. But hey, mina DJing is like how is it going? Because there's so many people right now that are DJing, and I'm seeing that the culture is a bit shifting towards female.
It's shifted.
Towards female DJ. In fact, I think we didn't ask what genre.
Yeah, what do you play?
What do you play?
Afro tech, Afro house, and 3-step.
Okay.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Afrotech is popping right now.
Yeah.
What's 3-step?
Is that other one?
3-step is the new one. It's the new level. Three Step is a South African movement, a South African genre or sub dance genre that was derived from a broken beat.
Hectic.
Yeah, well, and it has influences of a lot of commercial genres like piano, you hear the lock drum and snare, so that's the Three Step. It's something proudly South African, man. The thing about South Africa is that we set trends.
Yeah,
we've done it from time immemorial, from old school house to Trey Bali to we've been. And Texan said there was a disconnect when he would play or produce. Ungadlala phesheya, ungadlalela i-crowd yabelungu. But now when you're going to groove, at the khali piano la ade kudlala uStoki, fanele uzongena emva kwaStoki. Sometimes the tech would fly over people's heads.
Yeah.
So it's a way. It's also like encompasses a lot and accommodates a lot.
Yeah.
But how are the bookings? How are the bookings coming? More especially when we're talking about this thing, the female.
Yeah.
The female
It's
DJ
wild,
coming into play.
It's wild. Slow. Winter was slow. Yeah, winter was extremely slow. But they're picking up now in spring. And I guess that's the direction the world is heading. It's cuts up. I always look at it like that. It's cuts up. It's their time. There's nothing we could do. People want entertainment value. They want more than song selection, mixing. They want entertainment value, and I think that's what the Huns are bringing to the table.
Yeah,
you know?
that's true.
I can't stand on the decks. I can't stand on the decks and
Definitely
twerk. I can't twerk in front of the decks. I can't even dance. So I understand
Hectic.
someone who's gonna book a hand over me. It's okay.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
No, you guys are really competing with the girls, hey?
It's their time, man. It's their time. The trajectory of the industry has shifted, and I think it's more now entertainment value. But everything changes. Even Mo Bega, the celebrities now are the influencers and the TikTokers.
Yeah,
So
you're
everything
right.
shifts. Everything.
You're right.
It's finding yourself within that and reinventing yourself within all of that.
Yeah.
But could we possibly get a song from you that is your own song? Because I'm seeing that a lot of people are now going that route.
Everybody's dropping.
let
Everybody's
me
dropping
get my own
singles.
song and
So I've got 2 singles out. Shout out.
yes,
What?
my sister,
Shout out,
yeah.
shout
Whoa.
out. I got a single. I worked with one of my boys, Jay Charles. I got another single released around July this year with Kamza Heavy Point and Mohau Keys. Thank you for blessing us, brother.
I love Mahau Keys.
Spiritual brother.
I love Mahau Keys.
I mean,
Spiritual brother.
Okay, you're already in the industry. You just dropped a song. I really honestly didn't know. Why do you think that is? Because you didn't do a dance challenge. Do you think that's why it didn't?
Yeah, but also maybe the type of music I make is not for dance challenges.
Really?
Yeah. One thing that I want to aspire to do within the music space is create a sense of longevity. And I believe that there's longevity within the genre that I do. Not to say that I'm disrespecting other genres.
Other people, yes.
Yeah. But we still listen to house classics for a reason. With Three Step being so new and so vulnerable, there's not a set sound for Three Step. There's not set. So okay, Three Step so within all of that, finding myself and building a catalog that people can resonate with, I'm happy.
But Kay, do you think we live in a time or in an era where we can really go for longevity? Because listen, what's happening now is every artist is dropping a song every 2 weeks.
No, but
Mamele, with longevity, it
That
means
thing-
it's a song that's memorable that will be listened for a very long time, right? Listen, can I explain? If that song is not popping now, that's what I think. From a consumer's perspective,
Yes.
from my perspective,
Yes.
if that song is not popping right now, I get when you're creating longevity. It's not popping right now.
Yes.
Every week, so why are you choosing longevity over
Bubble
the
gum.
space that we're in right now? Longevity or money?
Longevity still.
Really?
That's my passion. Look, I don't want to compare genres because now it's going to be like I'm hating. Nah.
No,
But
be
let's just say-
honest. Be
let's just
honest,
say
because Lynn, I'm going to be honest now about the
Sun
music. Yeah.
Sun music.
yes.
Timeless. That is longevity. His music is still timeless.
Yes.
Heavy K, timeless.
Yes.
You got what I'm saying?
That's what I'm trying to say.
If you can give me a piano song now
I get it.
that we consider timeless,
I
a
get
piano
it.
song that is timeless.
I get it,
We
Kay.
can play on my piano and it's trending and it's dope, but
Which
I
song
don't.
would we say
It's
this
timeless.
is?
I get you trying to create timeless music, but in 5 years, is somebody going to say that song ya Kay?
I'm trying to explain
Wabon,
something
that
to you.
song ya Kay, ra e gopola na. Wabon. So
Let
I'm
me tell you
saying if it
something.
doesn't blow up,
Let me
it's
tell you
not
something.
really
Let me tell
about
you something.
longevity. Ha re tlo e gopola.
Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
I'm just being honest.
The same way that during the Kwaito era, there are timeless Kwaito songs, which
Yes.
means even now when you play those particular songs, they will catch.
Good.
They were
Well and good.
They were bubblegum songs that seem to as if they are piling on top of these
Yes,
songs, but
yes.
actually they weren't. Because that song still today can still be selected to say,
Okay, give
this
me
is-
an example of one of those songs.
Last, don't call me kafir.
Don't what?
Ebas,
Don't call me kafir.
Don't call me kafir.
But that one blew
There's-
up.
there's-
That's why.
Message. Do
That's
you
why I
understand? You
remember
resonate.
it.
It's
There's-
memorable.
But Kay, what I'm trying to show you is, you can only say you are working towards longevity if this song is going to blow up.
It
In
has to
10
blow
years.
up for
But now I'm
longevity.
saying, but Kay is making his music in a way that, listen, I'm a podcaster. You came here today. I didn't see one thing about a song. I saw scandals on the pages and the what and Uzalo and what. I didn't see your music. So it's not going to be timeless and for longevity if it doesn't blow up. Because in 5 years, we won't know it. We won't remember it. We'll have to dig. And when we listen to it at the time, once we've dug, we will feel okay, wow, this is dope. This guy was actually ahead of his time and whatever. But if it doesn't blow up now, we won't remember it in 5 years. So the longevity thing is
But
really
we-
for you and your friends.
Yeah, and that's okay. I don't mind. Even if you say it
No.
for me and my WhatsApp groups.
No.
We're in a generation
No.
that wants instant gratification. Everything has to be now. We're in a generation of now. One of my favorite genres is like R&B. Love R&B.
He loves
Why?
R&B.
Because it's timeless.
Yeah.
They're classics.
Yeah. But why do we remember them? Because they blew up and we remember them.
There's songs that didn't necessarily blow up.
They're good. They're good songs. You
There's
know,
songs that didn't necessarily blow up, but they're just
they're
timeless.
good songs. Look, R&B guys, don't talk about R&B. R&B is my shit. I'm an R&B person. You know me.
Yeah.
And R&B. But
Yeah.
what I'm trying to say, and I hear where you're coming from when you
I
to say
understand.
that if the song is not a hit, how does it then become timeless? You know,
for
But
longevity.
I think you can also build a market of people. Something.
Kelvin Momo.
Yes.
Mohau. He's not everyone's cup of tea. Mohau doesn't make songs that are we're gonna blow up, down challenge. Ga, 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 ga. But he's got that fan base and that cult following that
Yes.
says when Mohau drops, when Kelvin drops, we want to hear his offering.
Yes.
That's the difference.
Yes.
Okay,
You
no,
know,
I
think
get that.
I think that is the music that he's talking about. He's talking about timeless music. He's talking about music that will have its own culture and then build from its own culture. I think that
Okay.
is what it is.
No, that's dope.
Listen, this is it. This is the show. Okay.
Michael Jackson said that and he died. Shortly after. This is it.
Okay, thank you so much for coming
Thank
out.
you so
I'm
much.
TV. That's Wendy. This is it. Make sure to catch us on the FS Online Network app. It's going to be another one. This one is going to be another one. I'm telling you.
Goodie, bye.
Bye.